All right. Thanks once again for watching Blue City Reviews. It's been a long time, but I've been busy promoting our own flick and just living life. Look at this Rancor. I've had this since I was like, I don't know, 4, 5, something. Maybe even earlier than that. Anyways, just wanted to talk about Obi-Wan, the new series on Disney Plus, which we bought a subscription to specifically for the show, just to check it out. And I was happily surprised going into this. Didn't know it was Deborah Chow, who I think is an underrated director. The High Cost of Living is a fantastic little indie movie there with Zach Braff. If you ever come across that, check it out. A movie about regret. And she brings a lot of those sensibilities to this. Now, there's the thing going into this where you know what happens with these characters eventually, right? So some people say that it's robbed of a certain level of suspense. And I disagree with that, because what this is Revenge of the Sith 3.5. It's episode 3, 0.5, essentially. When Revenge of the Sith ended, and I didn't think it was a bad movie at all, not the best of the prequel trilogy, but not, it was enjoyable. When it ended, I had questions, like big questions. And when you go from that, when you do marathons and you go from Revenge of the Sith to New Hope, which should just be Star Wars, but we all call it New Hope now. When you go from that to that, aesthetically, tonally, emotionally, they don't match. Even with Lucas's revised edition with the added CG effects and some editorial changes there, they don't match. And I think that what this show did, it's kind of a stroke of genius, is blend the two aesthetics of the film, which were separated by decades. And maybe it takes an indie director to do this, to not overproduce shit, right? But it took those two different aesthetics, even though they were directed by the same man. He was drastically different ages with drastically different sensibilities, and she merged them. And I think if I do marathons from now on, when I go from Revenge of the Sith to the original New Hope, I'm gonna sandwich this in between them. Now, some of the stuff is redundant, like I almost wish that the two lightsaber battles, the lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and the lightsaber battle in this could have been merged. Like, it's almost, there are some redundant things. I do wish that some of these plot points could have been scrunched in, but they round stuff out beautifully. And for me, it was just really nice to have some of these gaps filled in. This is spoiler free, so I'm not going to go too in depth on it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this as Revenge of the Sith 3.5. And I think that's how it works. It has the majority of the same cast. And it's about regret, which I think was very interesting. Because when we meet Obi-Wan in the original New Hope, he's way too zen from where we left off. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this. Big thumbs up. Of course, nothing beats Boba Fett riding the Rancor at the end of the Boba Fett series. But this rocked. And a lot like the character himself, it was more laid back. It didn't have that high noon vibe that Mando and Boba Fett had those series. So I really enjoyed it, and if they do another one, I hope they go a different direction now, without so many canon characters. So, all right, cheers.